So what is in terms of transportation of mineral ions? So apart from these carbohydrates, okay, or assimilate made by photosynthesis, the plant also need the supply of the mineral ion. So example ions that quite important for the plant will be highlights, nitrate and phosphate. These two you need to know. Potassium and magnesium is not really. Okay, so mineral ions, it will be dissolved in the solution, absorbed along the water molecule by the root hair. So their route through the plants is the same as the water. Okay, so means that it can cross the root by plastic pathway and then moving in the mass flow. Okay, follow the xylem sacs up to the xylem and the rest of the plant. So they'll follow the water. Okay, so mineral ions can actually diffuse into the apoplastic pathway because, as I said, that mineral ions, okay, the process by diffusion, because apoplastic pathway only involve the cell wall. Okay, so of the root from the soil, and once in the apoplastic pathway can diffuse any direction according to the concentration gradient. Okay, so the mineral ion can enter the cells by facet diffusion or active transport, depends on the concentration gradient. If the concentration inside the cell is high and the cell still needs to have the mineral ions, they can come in by active transport. And the active transport require ATP. If the plant does not, if the plant cell does not prefer to spend their ATP, then what they can do, they can use the facilitated diffusion. But in terms of facilitated diffusion, it must down the concentration gradient. So why plant needs these mineral ions? So if you look at these for nitrate ions, what is the use of nitrate ion? Very important, nitrate ion is the one that actually supplies the nitrogens. Okay, atoms or element. So because of these nitrogens, okay, atom, so nitrogen atom involved in the synthesis of the proteins and also the growth. Okay, so that's why we need to use this, what we call the fertilizer. Okay, fertilizer contains this nitrates. So deficiency symptom will be poor growth and the yellow leaf. So explanations, all amino acid actually contains nitrogen. So my mistake here, nitrogens atoms. Okay, so amino acids are the building blocks of the polypeptide and protein. How about phosphate ion? Phosphate ion is really quite a number of functions. So it involved in the respirations and growth in this case. Why? Because ATP, okay, require phosphates. Okay, how about the growth? The growth in terms of the DNA, okay, mRNA, okay, or have phosphates. Cell membrane also require phosphates. Okay, so what is the function of phosphate ions? Phosphate ion as a component of ATP, DNA molecule, and also the cell membrane. Not only DNA, RNA also. Okay, RNA also require, okay, phosphate group. Potassium ion, more to the respiration and photosynthesis. And it must be present for the photosynthesis and respiration enzyme to work, okay, for potassium ion as what we call the activator. And magnesium ion is very important for photosynthesis because they are parts of the chlorophyll molecule. So the chlorophyll molecules, okay, contain magnesium ion. So it's the magnesium ions that make the chlorophyll actually have the green color. Okay, so with this, I have done for today topics. Okay, do you guys have any other question you guys want to ask?